Alright, let's get in there. Let's get in there. That mic is really high today. And I'm not sure why that's the case. That work? Hello, everybody. That worked. I'm not sure why everything's kind of weird today. There we go. Ah, that's better. That's better. The camera wasn't set up properly. Oh, I know why. I know why. It's because I've rotated it off the frickin' tripod legs. Alright, hold on. I'll get this right. I'll get this right. I think I'm better at this by now. Ah. Yeah, let's get there in real deep. Yeah. Do that. Hold on. I promise I'm ready. Camera. 800. We don't need 800. 640. There it is. Hello, everybody. How you doing? Oh. Okay. I promise I'm ready. Good day, everybody. Good day, Tank. Good day, Mo. Good day, IT. How you doing? Hey, Bajerk over there. How you doing? I see you up there. Okay. Welcome back. I'm less EP than I was. I'm still not EP. Mind you, my sleeping pattern is all kind of wonky right now because I kept staying up till like 3 a.m. like every night of PAX. So that's a thing. However, I don't know. I'm here. We're cozy. We're doing our stuff. Let's put on some music while I remember. That's very loud. It only in my ears though. Hold on. Bring that up for you to hear. That's better. Alright, there we go. Who would do that? Only crazy people surely. Look, one of the nights I was up till like 4:30, and it's because I fell asleep on a couch while Jess was having some yaps. And I was like, I don't, like, I'm asleep, I don't care. And that was every night. I mean, also just like doing the cosplay stuff. Doing the cosplay stuff was very much just a and over again, just like, what am I doing? I'm so tired. But it's okay. We're doing it now. Look, Shifty. I don't know what you mean. Got another con this weekend. What con you got this weekend? These over here, so my arms are in the way. Look, Shifty. Yeah, I already read that one. What con have you got this weekend? Buffer's going correctly. All right, sweet. Baby con. Is it called Baby Con, or is it like a con for baby stuff? They actually called Baby Con? PAX was tiring and then stayed up till 3 every night. I was often in bed by 11 and still exhausted. I mean, I would be too. I just kept pushing it. And I would get up at like 7 or 8. So I was only getting about, I think I was about 4 or 5 hours sleep every night. It's usually how that goes at PAX for me. But like, at the same time, like I wouldn't do it if I didn't like it. Also, one of my lights is not. Oh my gosh, would you believe my meds are working today? And that's just, I mean, maybe that's just how tired I am. That's what we're doing for today. Which is why I'm not gonna be mini painting today. I'm gonna build some Lego. I've got these ones, these little guys. I've got this one actually came yesterday, and it's like a little ghosty guy. I'm keen to build that. The other thing was, do I want the rounded camera? Really want the rounded camera. Hey, I might just get rid of the rounded today. I got this one because we ordered some Lego for a present for the holidays. We were like, oh, let's get this one as well. Actually, no, sorry, not let's get this one as well. It came with the you know those like little gift purchases. You picked up your Switch 2 with Zar. Oh fuck, that's out today, isn't it? Okay, I'm not gonna expect anybody in stream today because everyone's gonna get Zar. That's so fine. That's so fine. All right, we're over here now. Now we can actually see chat properly. Oh my gosh, Twitch 2 with Zar, dude. I'm so keen. I don't. Look, Jess and I are gonna have a side by side. Oh my gosh, Jess and I are gonna have a side by side comparison of Zar because. I'm getting on. I don't have a Switch 2. I'm getting on Switch 1 because I can't afford a Switch 2. Sorry, no, I can't. I spent way too much money recently because I had all those vet bills. Jess played Hades yet? Oh, dude, we've been playing the shit out of Hades. Jess was saying she's not gonna be able to play Zar until like next week because she wants to keep playing Hades. I was playing Hades a bunch yesterday. I wanted to stream more of it, and then I just got too into the game, so I was like, oh, I'm just gonna spoil too much Hades if I play much. Sorry, have I played? I've played a bunch of Hades. I have cleared the downstairs boss once. I'm gonna show you that I'm deep in the millennial lore and admit my life has been consumed by the remake of Final Fantasy Tactics again. That's good though. Yeah, so I've been playing a bunch of Hades. I love it so much. It's just such a fantastic sequel. And like the first one was a 10 out of 10 game, and this one is a 10 out of 10 game as well. It's just truly so good. Like, I don't know, I got a lot of like there's like a lot of really good games this year, but that one is just like something else. Like, I know I didn't play like people like Mario Kart. I was like, Mario Kart's not good. Mario Kart not the best game of the year. It's a good game. I didn't play it, but it's I don't think it's game of the year. I also think, is my mic sounding a bit different to normal, by the way? It's quite loud up here. I'm gonna drag this back a bit. And I also noticed I think my settings are a bit wrong, so bear with me. I might just change these back to what they were. Oh, fuck, all my windows. Oh, fuck, all my windows. Oh, Jesus. That one. And bring this one back as well. Okay. So, a little bit of... Every time I restart my mic software, it's now decided to reset the profile. I think I need to go through and, like, hard delete all of it and resave it all. Which sucks, but... if I gotta do it, I gotta do it. Alright, where's these mic ones? Mic profile, mic. It's in the folder over here. I actually screenshot the settings recently, so I was like, I don't want to deal with this. Hey, Shonen, how you doing? Good to see you at PAX, by the way. Good to see all of you at PAX, I should say. Hey, Quilton, damn, back to the grind already. This one's easy. This one's an easy stream. So I was like, you know, rather than me sleeping until midday, I figure I'll just do something with the day. And I got some meetings later because I had to, it's like a follow-up thing for some of the stuff I was doing at PAX. Yeah, it was fantastic meeting people in person. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me just sort this mic thing real quick. So threshold, if you hear my mic changing, this is actively why. So if you need to turn it down, just this is your heads up. Attenuation 70%. We don't want this. 10 200. All right, sweet. Next slide. Bass, treble, and all that. Compressor. Where's my compressor at? Compressor amount. Negative 15. 3. Oh, that one's probably a list. 2, 105. Okay. Equalizer. -9. This is one's probably going to where it changes a lot. -2. 0, 1, 1, 0. -5. Okay, there we go. And... de-esser, I don't know. Go XLR mic settings. Rode pod mic. Okay, so that should be it now. That should be a bit more what it should be. Where's my DSer? DS is around 50%. So if I go 40 to 50, that should be better. So there should be less DSing. Should have less on this now. How does that sound? Is this a lot better to what it should be? Because this should be it. New mic profile. Save the profile. Error saving. Fuck you, Go XLR. I'm pretty heavily comped IMO. Oh, I was just going off a guide. Hey, so like, as in the threshold needs to be less. Wild, if you need, jump in and let me know. Because I'm just going off a guide for the Go XLR and the pod mic. They're pretty heavily comped. I can't hear it back in my ears, so it's a I believe. Okay, great to see you again. Jealous I didn't make the date every. Oh, we've got it recorded. It's all recorded. I've started downloading it. I can't keep downloading it today. Increase the threshold so it's harder to hit. Oh, my threshold's already like 15. When you say increase, do you mean like up at like 432? Or do you mean like down to like 25, 30? Because right now I'm on like 15. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of that window. Go like 18. Okay, let me sec. So negative 18. All right, how is that? Is that a bit better? Also, to answer, it's hard to, yeah, because all comps are different. So like I just went on like a little it's like Go XLR for pod mic profile. Is that better? Is that better? Okay, I like that. That's a bit better. Hey Frankie, nice seeing you yesterday and over the weekend. I also love that I got that cute little photo of us. Where is that image? Where is that image? Where is that image? Okay, here it is. I'm gonna open some little photos for the weekend because they're cute. I'm gonna open some photos for the weekend because they're gonna be cute. Alright, there's that one. There's this one. Oh my god, that's not a open link. Okay, open this one and open this one. Spend some time helping you later this week. Work is working. Hey, that's all right. My mic profile doesn't save in my Go XLR software. I think I need to like hard reset all of it. V, glad to meet you. And yeah, same. It's good to properly see you. Would you believe in true Matt fashion, I took almost 0 photos as always, and then I was very kindly had all these ones dumped in my hands when we're doing this. Hold on, where is this? My mum did not kill me for the tattoo. Big win. Your body. Oh, there's a cute one there. I'm sorry, I'm just opening a bunch of these while I remember. We can go through some of them. Oh, did that? That a bloody Nictacular? Yo, hey, how you doing? Why do you sound like you're in a room, like a roomy room, not just like a room, because that's stupid for me to say, just a room. It's not coming through. Oh, now you're on mic. Okay, there you go.
Hey, there we go. No, this is my laptop. Like the mic's in the laptop. I haven't set up like anything. We're getting there.
You're getting there.
Steps. Yeah.
Hey, look. Oh, Wild says, "Oh, Nick's taking a poop." Hey, Clem, how you doing? Who the feck turned me into a Lego set? Yeah, there you go. I can't tell. I don't know. I don't think I'm EP. I feel rested. I think I'm scattered. You know the feeling?
Yes. No, I have felt that majority of this week.
Yeah. I'm in the boat where I'm just like, I can focus enough, but like the thing that I'm focusing on is like wavering of like how do those things, you know?
I know exactly how you feel. Like I struggled to do stuff last night. Like I worked on stuff like a little bit, but I was like, I think I kind of hit a little bit of like, I don't know, like kind of mental exhaustion where it was like I went into work yesterday, I had a goal, I was locked in, I like filmed, edited, did it, and then by the time I got home it was like I was like,
I keep doing that where I'm like, oh man, Jess has gone to bed, I'm gonna go sit on my computer, I'm gonna do a little bit of work. And last night I sat down at the computer, I was like, oh, I wish I had Hades 2 in my hands, I'm EP. So I went and played Balatro in my bed for a bit.
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm not doing shit.
Like, I got back and I like did a few got unpacked the work bag, got changed and stuff like that.
There's so much putting shit away that I got to do as well. All right, go on.
Oh god, yeah. And then I literally just sat in my office chair and was just on my phone replying to just a bunch of messages, looking through stuff. Like I just had to kind of like just go brain numb for like half an hour or so.
I've been trying to I've been trying to post the same Instagram post for about 3 days now, and it's for PAX Day 2. That's how like that's how little my I don't know about you guys. I don't get a lot of like serotonin from having to write social media posts. I like actively hate it. If I could just post the photo with nothing on it, knowing that like if it had the same effect as actually writing something, I would just post the photo and nothing else. But it doesn't. You got to have a little caption, and I hate writing the caption.
I am it's like a 50-50 for me, where it's like 50% of the time, or maybe probably leans that way a bit more, to be honest. Maybe about like 70% of the time where I'm like, I just don't want to write it. I just want to post the stuff. Like I get the serotonin of posting getting the photos out there. But it's just writing the copy and like. Literally,
the roadblock is the copy. Hey, like that's it for me. Why do I need a caption? Because if I just post a bunch of random stuff, doing creator shit, it's like, well, what's going on here? Like, there's no context, and we apparently we need context for everything we do these days. And
I think on the Instagram stories you can just tag
stories, yes, but like I post a lot of stories. I post loads of stories, but I don't post anything on my profile feed, and the profile feed is the thing that sticks around forever, right?
Yeah. No, that's exactly. You wanna have something, like mentioned.
Yeah, that's kind of where it is.
I don't. Do you get in these moods where you're too like exhausted to like have dinner or something? Whereas I
every day of my life. Yeah.
I wasn't like that hungry last night because I ended up having like a late lunch, and I had like a nice like chicken fried rice for lunch yesterday. So that was obviously quite filling. So when dinner time-ish rolled around, I wasn't that hungry. And then I was just like exhausted. And so then I think it hit like it was actually before the escapades of last night, finding one of Jess's cats like fucking decided to get into a bench I left on the bench. But I was like, I'm actually feeling a little bit hungry. And then all I had was like, I heated up some leftover garlic bread. And that's like all I had. It was like at 10:30 at night. And I was just like, yeah, I think I'm like about ready now.
Yeah. Okay. I gotta be careful because like when my meds wear off is usually around dinner time. So like I've either got two choices. I either re-up my meds, and I'm like, actually I like the appetite suppressant part of it. It's helped me lose a lot of weight, but then the other factor is like the other day when I had meds on, I was just like, I'm just still doing stuff. I don't need dinner yet. And then it was 10 p.m. and I felt bad. Which was a lot of PAX days. I do that a lot over PAX because I usually re-up my meds twice, even though my dosage is supposed to be like, have your longs and then one short acting is needed. But I'm like, no, I'm up for too long, two re-ups. But I just take less of both of those at that time. Mind you, the doctor's also like, the only thing that's bad for your body in there is if you take more than your maximum dose in one sitting. But you can just take multiples of the shorts, even though it goes technically above your thing. I'm not a doctor, by the way. This is what I've been told by my guy for me specifically. But yeah.
You're a
Yeah.
little bit more it's just
Sorry.
the long acting stuff. It's just you've got a little bit more flexibility, but it's the long acting stuff you got to be.
The long acting's where you got to be like, because if you put too much in, it's like it's all just going to release over time, and you don't know what that's going to do. I know what that's going to do. It's going to make me terrible and have an anxiety attack.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's also the kicker. It's like, you know, to really make the meds effective, you need that let me think, that really important thing called sleep, like a decent sleep.
I also know
to
that's
make sure that. Yeah.
I also definitely know that's why mine have been like sporadic lately, because all I've done is not sleep very much. And in the month leading up to PAX, it was like I have to take a lesser dosage because the one I want is out of stock. So we modified the prescription. So it was, and then that one ran out of stock. So I sat there. I'm now sitting at like 10 below what I should be. So I'm noticing that. Plus, I'm not sleeping much because I'm just like doing cosplay or PAX prep for a month. And then PAX hits. I'm just like, no wonder I'm still like scattered after it.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
My brain's cooked.
I feel it's like I feel like it's just inevitable. Especially after like you're exerting so much, like especially if you're planning shit, right? Like there's so much that you exert in the lead up and then over the weekend, and then it's literally like it's, you know, you can maybe physically recover over like a day or two, but then you're mentally like recovering for the rest of the week.
You're super spent. Yeah, I mean that's why I was like I do. So my PAX is usually like Wednesday or Thursday. I did actually a shorter PAX this time, and I really feel it. Normally my idea is Wednesday to Wednesday, so you go up and then you have a small, like, it's like a curve, bell curve, rather than like up and then cliff off. And then so this year I was so like, we were so busy that one, my Airbnb canceled, so we had to reorganize a little bit. I'm just gonna go back over here real quick. We had to rebook it, so I ended up doing Thursday to Tuesday instead. But on top of that, we were so busy with the cosplay stuff that we weren't done until like, so you know how we went to like the TTRPG meetup that night on Thursday?
Mm-hmm.
So we were late to it. Like it was one of the organizers of the thing, and I was late to my own thing because we only got to leave at like 4:30, I want to say. Like we weren't leaving till very late. Maybe even 5, and that's just because we weren't ready. Like we hadn't got everything together and shit. So I lost all of Wednesday, all of Thursday. So I went from panicking cosplay to going to the event and then straight into PAX. There was no wind up, and I really felt it this year. I felt like I didn't get to do some of the PAX stuff that I like doing. So I was sprinting into PAX, sprinting over PAX even more so. And I got to Monday and I went, okay, a little bit of breathing room, and we go to Brennan in the evening. So Jess and I had like a slower day. We went and had like we actually had like a really lovely like steak lunch. Actually, mine was nice. Jess got the same one as she did the day before. Completely overcooked. We had to send it back. It came back out completely overcooked. Normally, she was like, this is normally nice. And I was like, it's probably because it's Monday and they're using like the end of the cut run because they'll get new ones in on Tuesday or Wednesday. However, then we went to Brennan that night with yourself and a few other wonderful folks. And the Brennan show was so good.
It was amazing.
So
I was in a friend's stream last night, and she was like, "Oh, like I saw that you went to like Brennan's show," and she was like, "I wanted to go. I was really close to buying tickets.
Should have gone to yeah."
And she was like, "Oh, but like I felt like, you know, like exhausted after the weekend," and she's like, "I kind of didn't want to like leave the house." And I'm like, "That's so valid," but also, but she's like, "How was it?" And I'm like, "I'm not gonna fucking sugarcoat it. It was fucking awesome.
It was one of the best things we did over the weekend.
Straight up.
It was just so good. And like just so proud of like Zach. Like he, like, I don't know, just like we have the comedians that all appear on TV, like Demi Lardner and Rasco and all them, and Tom Cardy, the music man. And then we have like, and this is not like a dig at him or anything. I love Zach so much, and I mean so incredibly proud of my mate, who just got up there and just smashed it out of the park. Like it, oh my god, like I got a fun story about this actually, and Nick, you were specifically there for it after the show. But okay, so yeah, Zach did amazing. And one of the fun stories I have is I have played with that exact character. So I was sitting there the entire show going, the Four Elements monk that is the prophecy boy, played by Zach Naum. I know exactly where this character is because I played with this character's first run when we did a one-shot with Dreaded GM and a few others when we were doing a piece of Vecna prequel last year. And so I was sitting there the whole show and I was like, this motherfucker's doing it. This motherfucker's playing the same character. Again, I know what he's about to say. The fifth element? What's the fifth element, everybody? It's not ice. It's not ice. It's, and the reveal later, I don't know if there's going to be a VOD, so I won't spoil it. I was sitting there next to AJ and Jess going like, it's going to be this. It's going to be this. Like, I know this. It's going to be this. I'm going to call it. I bet it's this character. And then he said it. And I was like, this, like, I knew, this, like, you know, when the punchline of a joke's coming and you just, you're almost like, it's just as funny. And you sit there and you're like, it's almost like teasing you and edging you to where the joke comes out, and you're like, yeah, that was a great joke. That was such a funny joke. The same thing happened. Hey, Overlord, how you doing? Hey, Cookie Monster.
You just got the satisfaction of being right.
Oh yeah, I got the satisfaction of being right, but also just like I'm so amused that the silly little character he played in a one shot with me, that's the one he took to like Brennan's Lee Mulligan show as well. So
fantastic.
So funny.
Just like the way that. Like, obviously, Brennan had, like, prepped. Like, he got their characters beforehand.
Oh, for sure.
And stuff like
actually, hold on. Look, credit to Brennan. I would pay that he's given them the characters. There's also a part of me that's like, he is a good enough DM that he could do that on the spot. Like, he is that good.
He could. He 100% could.
Not to put him on too high of a pedestal, like he probably did. Like, it's a fairly high stakes show, so maybe he didn't. Maybe he did do a bit more prep than normal, or maybe he did the world building part and then threaded them in as he was going. Like, all of the endless dungeon lore that we got, that's definitely pre-written. But
yeah,
like maybe the stuff in the show. But I also know that they did play the same characters it was Wednesday last night. Yeah, in the Wednesday show in Sydney, they did play the same characters. So I figure that maybe there was a bit of pre-planning there, but look, you know, either way, it was so good.
But obviously, what I find interesting is like there would have been a different quest, so it wouldn't have been the same sort
possibly,
of
I don't know,
right? Because otherwise, like part of why
I could ask
the
Shawnee.
show on Monday,
ask Shawnee later.
Yeah, because part of why the show was like so good Monday night is because the players themselves have no idea what is happening and what the overall goal is. So, you know, that's part of like the surprise for them and how they react in the moment. So, like, if they were like replaying the same scenario, I don't think it would have been as entertaining. So it would have.
No, I agree with that.
It's like, so it might have been like, okay, cool, you can bring the same characters, but you actually not. Yeah, like actually, I don't know how they would. Now I'm thinking about it, I don't even know how they would effectively play the same characters in like a short one shot like that when they kind of already themselves mentally had like a resolution.
I was gonna say either they do the same kind of show because you can do that, or you can do like a different story where, like, you know, maybe because Zach and I would say Rasco are pretty forefront in this game. So I'm wondering if they did a flip where Cardi and Demi were the forefront in the next one. Like, they all got good moments and all that, right? But I'm wondering if there was a flip, or even if it was the same plot line. Totally fine. It's a live show. Like, there may not need to be, you know, variants because you could refine it and do that there. The second part of the fun story was, okay, so we, on the website, on Ticketek's website, it was like, okay, show's gonna end around, you know, 9 p.m. and we were like, that's a really short show. Like, what? And then when we were watching it, we still didn't know. But we were like about 45 minutes in or so, maybe an hour in, and we're like, is this more of just like a comedy show where they just crack jokes around a tavern and never start the quest? Because I mean, I'm into it, it's funny, but I thought there was going to be like a whole quest line because they've set up all these seeds. And then it goes intermission and we were like, huh, it's 9 now, but the show's only half. Okay, so that makes sense. It feels more like a 3-hour show. And we were so right, because the only way that people found out that I'm aware of that it was actually a 3-hour show and not an hour and a half was Google AI. The one thing AI has been useful for, told everyone if you searched it that it was a 3-hour show because the website was wrong. So we were like, okay, that makes way more sense. However, it added a second problem where we were like, well, we planned to have dinner afterwards, after 9 when it finished, when stuff would be open. So when the show's finished, we were like, yay, sweet, that was a great show. Where are we going to get dinner? No one had eaten. Because we were like, there's not really enough time before the show. So we all just didn't eat dinner. And that's where we were at that point.
All I had, like, I had like a light lunch at home. And then all I had between lunch and then when the show finished at like around 11 was like the handful of peanut M&Ms that you offered during the show. Right. That's all I had. So I was so hungry.
In that sense, my dinner would have been a packet of honey soy chicken Red Rock deli chips and about half a packet of peanut M&Ms. That was my dinner. Thankfully, peanut M&Ms, peanut in them, at least a little filling.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. And one of the little twisty bars that Jess gave me, which I was incredibly thankful for. She's like, oh, he did like what a little like it's got a little bit of fruit in it. I'm like, I'll take it, I'll eat it, I'll fucking eat it.
Yeah. Look, a little bit of peanut M&M. I'm on a peanut M&M kick right now. Cause I don't know. I used to get the mix-ups and I went, I'm just eating all the peanut. I'm just gonna buy peanut for a bit and just see until I get sick of it. Overlord saying working on a sponsor for those. I want them, lifetime supply. Hey, me too, buddy. If there's a loop in there, I would love a crate of M&Ms. You give a whole pallet of those bad boys. I'll just fling M&Ms at people. You know, get a little slingshot and break people's teeth with them. No, I won't do that. But, man. Okay, so the follow-up to that part of the story. The story is long, and I promise. I'll get there. It's a chronicle. Now, we ended up at a Macca's on, like, the Russell Streety one. We're like, what's the closest thing? Fuck it, we're going to Macca's. Like, we know it's going to be open. Fun. Hey Ethan, how you doing? M&M launcher.
Hey.
Okay, I'll make a scatter shot of peanut M&Ms.
But before you continue, I want to point out. So like we pitched like Elliot and Marley and stuff when we were like okay, we're going to Macca's. Like, do you want to come? And they're just like, nah, we're all tired.
Yeah.
And then later on we find out. Yeah. Everyone else went to Macca's. We later on found out they went to Macca's anyway, just like obviously like a bit closer to where. Yeah. So they got close to their places where they were staying, and then they were like, actually, we are hungry.
The one that we friggin' went to as well.
No. They probably all like on like along Spencer Street because like that's
the one near the station probably. Yeah.
Because that's where Ellie was staying. So they probably got there and they were like, actually, you know what? We do
want Macca's. I gotta say, I've never been, nor do I probably. I don't know if I'll ever accept. Actually, no, I would accept money from Macca's because then I can put it towards good and the channel. The Steve Irwin thing of take the money, even if it's from evil people, and then reroute it into something good. Strategy, do good with the thing. But the buffalo sauce thing that they got going at the moment, that's like top tier. That the Frank's Red Hot Buffalo, top tier. Fucking sauce. Second thing, when we went to the Macca's, we're all sitting down. I think it was like our ticket group, and then AJ and Rin ended up going and doing their own thing. But we were sitting in there, and there was a couple people that were like, I don't want to come back. I shit you not. We were in there. We were eating most of our food. Zach, Demi, Tom Cardy, Amelia Tyler, our mate Ellen, who was with them, and Cinderblock Sally, who was also with them. All just walk into the Macca's as well, and it's like midnight, and maybe Lito, like 12:30.
Yeah, Lito was with them as well.
And Lito was with them as well.
Like we'd like just finished eating, and then we just look up and like
walk in.
The whole crew just roll in, and we're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we're just like everybody except Rasco and Brennan were like in the Macca's, and we're like, huh. And then there was that moment of just like, All right, yeah, fair enough. This is happening. You know, as in like it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Like who? This is okay. One. I'm not like a starstruck person generally. Like, it's not really what I don't really. I want to just talk with someone normally. They're people. Like I don't want to, whatever. In that sense. So I see everyone walk in, and Zach's genuinely my friend. I stay with Zach at PAX most years, and so like I'm very comfortable to go over to Zach. And I was like, Zachy boy, and he like runs up because he's clearly on his emotional high from playing with these folks. And like literally like actually I'm going to bring that photo up. He's like manhandling Brennan Mulligan at one point.
Yeah.
And we were talking about that.
Fuck. Like, because
so
I had never
funny. Hold on, where is it?
Before that night, why you find that? Before that night, I had not properly met like Zach before. So when I was waiting off to the side when you were talking to him, and Jess was like, because I explained to Jess quietly, you know, I was just waiting for a moment. And then and she was like, oh yeah, no, of course, all good. So I waited for the moment to like say hi. And it was cool because Zach he's like, oh no way,
he's
like,
a super chill dude. He's just
very
very energetic.
Yeah, I didn't expect Zach to know me, but he was like, no, I've seen your name around and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, like hell yeah.
Then
that's when I brought up. Oh, sorry, you go.
I'll just say, like, I like Zach a lot because he's just a guy. He's a funky little guy, and he does know people around. Like he's not like just a dude all the way up at the you know, he doesn't need to do all that pedestal-y shit because he does work with generosity. He does work like he's mates with Lontre and them, and he's just hanging out really. And he's like, you know, in the past year and a half, he's found such wild success with his creator content. Like he I think it was like last year or like just the end of the year before, I was having lunch with him while he was working on Stray Gods, you know, the musical game that came out. Like the musical, it was like
Stray Gods. Like a video game.
Yeah, the video game. He was working at Summerfall or with Summerfall in the cinematics team for a bit. And
oh shit.
And the reason I know that is because my D&D player, like, so I was doing a work game and they were Zach's boss.
Damn. Because I remember from ages ago, like I remember seeing Zach, and like at the time, you know, he had like a smaller channel.
Yeah,
and like a smaller following.
He's blown up in the last 2 years. Like, so,
straight up, he's just been smashing it, and it's been so cool to see.
Yeah. So when he was working at Summerfall, we went out to lunch at Bell's. And he was like, yeah, this is kind of weird. Like the YouTube, I'm working at Summerfall still, but like my contract's coming to an end, and I'm like making like $200 maybe like a week or a month on these videos. They're doing fairly well. And I was like, that's great, man. Like you should see where it goes and keep going with it because it's fun and it's clearly working. He's like, yeah, I can see. And then like within 6 months, fucking millions of views on every video he's getting. And now he's just, like last PAX I was talking to him, he's just like, it's really weird. Because money is not, it's strange. Money is strange now. And I was like, how do you mean? He's like, well, you're making millions of views. And like, you know, the implication of just like, he's good. Like, he's just good now. He's able to go to the US and shit, like, just like that.
He's just able to do stuff. And
he's
like,
just able to do shit. You know, yeah.
And it's fucking awesome. I'll say him before, he's just a guy, but I always like approach him like, I never expect someone to know who I am.
So fair. So fair.
You know, that's why I'm just like, you know, and because, you know, like especially it's like even if you people who revolve in similar circles, it's like you miss stuff and whatever. No, but I remember like to the photo you've got up, like the first thing I said to Zach was, you had my heart clenched when you fucking grabbed Brennan by the collar.
so you were in that bit of the conversation. So Zach runs over. I give him like a big bear hug and like twirl him around a bit, being like, "Oh, I'm so proud of you." Like, I'm so proud of him because he's like, you know, he's the Australian TTRPG space, and he just fucking played with that guy, and it just goes to show like how hard he's worked and doing all this stuff. And I'm so like, I get that like Aussie pride when I talk about it.
100%.
Like 100%. and so like he was talking to you and me, and he's just like, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know if grabbing his collar was gonna be chill, and then I did it and he's smiling back at me, and I was like shitting my pants as I was doing it. And I was like,
That-
hey, you
that
didn't
was-
look like you were. You looked like you were supposed to, it looked like it was a totally normal thing.
Yeah. I think he just
It's
ran
for the
with it
good of the
'cause he just
show.
like leaned in, and then like Brennan is like, again, like an improv, like, master.
Yeah, he's
So like
he's
so
into it.
good with playing with the moment. And so when Zach kind of leant in, and the way that like, I won't spoil what Zach says.
Well, that's the moment that
but-
I was not spoiling there. That was that bit, right? With the
Yeah,
elements.
yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's that bit.
But like, yeah, so like, Zach leans in, I'll say he's just like, do you really want to know?
Do you really want to know?
And then, so Brennan's like going along with it. And, and then it's just like, yeah, he just like, just goes and like grabs it. And you see, like, Matt, I'm sure you probably noticed it too. There's this like split-second moment on Brennan's face where he's like, oh, okay, that's all right. But like, he's like taken aback, but he's just like still rolling with it. And he's okay.
One of my
And he's
favorite
just like,
things. One of my favorite things of that kept happening was you could tell, and AJ and I kept talking about it during the show. He's not played with Australians like this before, right?
Definitely not.
And you could tell, like, and this is not in a bad way because he's such a like a quick improver and all that. There were moments where I saw, like he does on Dimension 20, there's that moment where the brain kind of buffers a little bit to be like, what the fuck did I just hear? Or like, what did I do? And then he just continues with it, keeps rolling with it. But every time that happened, AJ and I would just be like, he's never dealt with these goblin players before. Because it's not just like one cooked player. Every one of the 4 of those players were all cooked in their own way. And there was no like through line or like straight man character. They were all just like going for it. And so like, we could see him like adjusting on the fly to it.
Yeah, no, it was incredible. There's if there was like, there's only like realistically one bit of like criticism that I think that I had, and it's like not even a big deal, but like during I'll say during the canon moment.
Canon moment.
That.
Oh yeah.
When Jordan preemptively said how much damage it was going to do before Brennan got to talking, I was like, that was the one moment where I'm like, he's gonna get to you. He's gonna really set it up, and it would have really played out the moment so well if Brennan's doing his thing and he's talking and he's building it up, and then he would have thrown, and it's like, and then it happens and he gets hit. And it hits for how much damage? And then that's when Jordan would have chimed in and been like, this much. It was like, whoa! And then everybody would have like erupted even more. And I was like, that's the one thing of criticism was like, she just like, was a bit preemptive to be like, I did this, by the way. It's like, no, he was going to get to it. Trust.
Yeah, trust. I mean, look, even still, the reveal of that much damage was incredible because like I in my seat when he was saying it, I was just like, sorry, when he was asking her to say it, it was just that moment of like, that's so many dice. That's truly so many dice. And then a friend of mine sent video of Brennan's sign off in the game and cracked me up. Yeah, it was great. I also love the liberal use of the word cunt in the game by everyone involved. The Aussies just being unashamedly Aussie in that. It always tickles me greatly. I don't know if Brennan ever did say it, but like, it's probably not his style either. I don't pretend to know the guy, but just like fucking everybody on the panel is just like, yeah, on you cunt. And it just rolls off the tongue well. But yeah, running into everybody in a Macca's at the very end was very surreal. And like, it's not like I said hi to Zach. I didn't say hi to any of the others because it's 1 a.m. in a Macca's. It's not exactly like an appropriate to me. Like, it's not appropriate to go and be like, hey, and then have like a I love your work fan conversations. Like, I'm a fan of them. I go to Demi Lardner's shows. And to an extent, Jordan's as well. Almost every comedy fest, like I go out of my way to see them because I find Demi so fucking funny. And Demi's on my bucket list to play with.
She's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I have a couple of the comedians' agents in emails when I go out to these charity events and do my casting, and I've never had a no from any of these folks. Sometimes it's always like, hey, they're not already down there. Is it all right to get flights and a com covered? And like, it's always like they're interested but the logistics are not getting in our way. So it's like if I ever did one in Sydney, it'd be very much a very easy thing to get a yes, which means I'm sitting there just going like, the players I've got on my bucket list are like feasibly possible to actually DM for and play with at some point in the future, and I love that as a possibility.
For sure. I've had the pleasure of meeting Tom briefly at, I think it was South by Southwest 2 years ago. Like I randomly bumped into him on the way to Fortress, and like got a photo with him and had like a quick chat and stuff like that. And yeah, he's such a chill dude. And like I'm the same as you, by the way. It's like, you know, I like when you're in an out of the box environment, it's like it's not, you're not hesitating because you're nervous or you're not confident enough to go say hello. So it's like you're nervous because you don't want to feel like you're imparting on them in this just like moment where they're just trying to
hang out,
or get some food. And it was the one time because like, so Stormy and her partner Cam were with us, and Stormy was, you know, a big fan of Amelia's, and she didn't get to see her over the weekend. And so we're kind of like waiting for the moment, like Scarlett was like having a chat with Amelia. We're kind of waiting for a moment, but then she Amelia went and sat down with like Zach and stuff. So then after we said goodbye to Ellen, you know, like I went over to say goodbye to Zach, and then because Amelia was right there, and I was like, oh, but you know, have a great night. And then I was like, kind of just trying. I was like, oh, Amelia, you know, just want to say, love your work. It's so lovely to meet you. Have a great night. And that was like my the one comment. Then Stormy got to like, you know, have her follow up with that as well.
Yeah.
Simple little whatever.
It's gonna be my mic for a hot sec while you keep talking. So I'm gonna pull out this stuff.
No, go for it.
Well, yeah, so similar to that, because I was like saying goodbye to Zach, and I wasn't going to see Cinderblock Sally before he flew back to the US. So like as I was leaving, I was like, hey Zach, hey everybody, like, you know, I was speaking to Zach. I don't need any of these. And I was like, hey Zach, fucking great show. And I look over to Amelia and I was like, great show to everyone. And then I went to her. I was like, I knew I recognized that voice when I was there, and I heard you, and I immediately went, Hecate. Great work, everybody. And then I just left.
Yeah.
I was like, I can hear Hecate talking right now, and I got that mad echolalia for voice actors. So I was just like, that's Amelia. I already know she's in Australia. That's Amelia.
No. Her voice has become so iconic.
Yeah.
Now.
Baldur's Gate narrator.
Like, truly. Yeah, like truly, you can pick her out like anywhere.
Yeah.
I think do you reckon it was a last minute addition, or do you think it was kind of planned?
I don't know. Like who knows, honestly, because Amelia was specifically like invited to PAX. You just don't know, like, unless you know all this behind the scenes stuff. Like, I'm sure I could get that information if I like went down the various rabbit holes, but like,
of course,
I would chalk it up to probably, I don't know, because like all of these folks were just hanging out afterwards, and I'm like, I reckon Amelia would have had a comp ticket. I reckon it would have just been like meeting Zach and then being like, hey, do you want to do the intros? But like, the intros aren't a small thing, so like, I'm wondering, was it pre-organized, like leading up? It's like, oh, Amelia's already going to be there. Do you want them to do the intros? Because that would be fun. Also, is it a little extra, you know, that's a little extra paycheck if that was to go that route. So
yeah, no, for sure. And it was perfectly suited. Like, yeah, just the way she, you know, her voice, the sound of her voice in like that sort of tone when she puts on that voice. And then just the way that she like delivers those lines.
Was that who was talking about that with? I think it was Jess. Sorry, continue what saying. I have a fun fact about her voice acting.
No, that's right. But yeah, like just the way that she does it, like it's just so suited because you know, the characters that they played were, you know, they had these like hilarious little quirks about them. So like, you know, she's like this as she talks, this build up, then the way that she delivers those like little funny quirky lines.
Yeah,
it's just like that kind of little pause she does in her voice, and then it like trails off. It's perfect.
So you want a fun fact about that in particular?
Yeah.
Amelia is on record saying that she dry reads a lot of her lines because of Baldur's Gate. And in saying that, it's because there were so many voice lines in Baldur's Gate, like the permeations and all that, that it became like necessary almost to dry read all of them. And so it it wouldn't be a stretch to say that when she was doing that readout just then, which is why we heard a little laugh in a portion of it, that it was all a dry read. So like seeing it for the first time, if anyone knows a dry read, it's like seeing it for the first time and going from there type thing. So
yeah,
I would be entirely unsurprised if it was a dry read on the night, and I think it was better for it. I think the little laugh during the Endless Dungeon intro was that there, and then like stuff with Baldur's Gate, it's like you can do a dry read and then you just do like one more if you need to do like, you know, if you notice you stumble somewhere. But yeah, I don't have a verified on that fact. Like you'd have to ask them, but like themselves. But overall, that's a fun fact I have about this.
No, that's so interesting. Makes a lot of sense. It makes so much sense now.
Yeah.
That's a really cool tidbit. But also in fact for Baldur's Gate, it's like there's so many freaking lines.
Many
it's
lines.
Like to just have to try and reread them and then plan like how you know gonna deliver it. If anything, she might like read a line once quickly and then go for it, or she you know, at least in like a recorded environment, she might be like, actually, I can do that one a little better. Let me try that again.
Yeah.
But then in like the live environment, obviously she's a professional. She's great at what she does.
Yeah.
In that live environment, she's like, no, I've got this fucking down packed.
Yeah.
And also because she speaks slowly and like enunciates, it kind of gives your brain that little bit of buffer time to.
Yeah. It's
as you're reading.
I've just by way of doing my D&D games, I've got decent, like as long as I'm not like trying to go too fast and flubbing my words, like a lot of, so you know the game we did on Elder Scrolls for our panel?
Yeah.
A lot of that was dry read. Like I had read it a little bit, but like you can't practice D&D text. So a lot of my lines in our main theater panel on the weekend, a lot of my stuff was dry read, and you could see me flub every now and then, but like that's just kind of D&D descriptions for you. You can mess up a little bit and do that, but like I got decent at doing a dry read in that sense. Sorry, I'm just getting my building instructions up.
And just rolling with it.
Yeah,
I
kind of
love,
got to.
It's also, I think what was a lot of fun is because you're not you know, you haven't really played any ESO. So like, because I sort of made sure that when I followed like our instructions, like they were like they told us they wanted us to include like actual
some of the spells. Yeah. I actually really liked that how you weaved that in. Like I know Mish Manners did that as well. I think that was really a really cool touch to be like, this is from the game, because at the end of the day, that was a game sponsored panel.
Exactly it. And so yeah, it was like, and there was still like a couple of spells that I had in the bank that I think would have been cool, but it was and so like this, when I remember describing Fate Carver, which is like that was sick. Everyone's favorite artist move, and then just your reaction to hearing this, and you're like, damn, that sounds fucking awesome, and you're like, that's from the game. Like,
thanks for the sub.
Like,
thank you, Elliot, for the sub. How you doing? That was a sweet moment, because I was like, because I'm used to hearing D&D spells all the time, and I was trying so hard not to say D&D in here.
Yes. Yeah.
So it like, yeah, it was a challenge. Elliot, do you have on hand, because I can't find where I downloaded them or not, do you have that photo on hand of Nick being sneaky on stage? Because I wanted to bring that up for a sec in a meeting I'm reading. That was so funny. You're looking like a cryptid in the background of G's photo. I'm in a meeting with captions. We're talking packs data. Everything panel was 10 out of 10. Thank you so much. I had so much fun doing that. Also, the voice actor joining our panel. That happened an hour before we did it. An hour.
Oh, I still need to watch that back. So like, I'm gonna watch back the Date Everything panel, Sims panel, and then probably the like maybe Dungeon Masters and Dragons.
So we have DMD recorded, but it won't be out for a bit because it's a multi-camera edit. So that needs to be cut properly. The ones that are streamed are going to be the ones that so there's already on PAX So I did panels in packs 1 and 3. So if you're on the Twitch channel, packs 1 will be the Elder Scrolls 1, and then packs 3 will have Donations Make It Spicier and Date Everything. Ben Kiernan is, if it hasn't corrupted the audio file, we have Mothership. We have Mothership recorded as audio, and then Dungeon Masters and Dragons and Mini Painting. Elliot was very kind enough to do the Mini Painting one, recording wise, and then we had Dungeon Masters and Dragons recorded as well. Okay, I have this photo of Nick being a cryptid in the background. Also, the goggles on your head look like little eyes, I gotta say. It's so funny. They look like little glints of light in the night, like the retinas of a dog.
Oh my god, yeah, they really straight up do.
And then the light's like a honeycomb in the background.
Oh my god, it was I think it was Mama Cheeks that was she was telling me about afterwards, and she was like when you went in the back and you were shimmering across, it's like because the light from on the cameras on the screen it was so dark. She's like, it was so funny seeing this shapely silhouette awkwardly moving behind everybody in the camera feed, and I'm like, I'm so glad that it went well.
It was so funny, dude. I loved it so much. And so yeah, we've got I was finding the Elder Scrolls link from PAX 1. They cut off a tiny bit of the start from the panel on the stream. Oh no. Look, we'll do our best to cut it together, even if it needs to be even if it needs to be just as is, you know. Where did that reference window go? There it is. Oh my god, that's so big. Okay. Let me just cut this down to size. Apologies, folks. I'm gonna fit that to screen. I just want my instructions. Alright, there we go. Hey, it's that Lego guy. Yeah, I'm building the Lego face hugger at the moment. I'm very slow at it. They cut a time for the first walk on. Oh, the first walk on. That's all right. I was nervous as hell, and I was worried I was gonna biff it, but that's okay. All right. God, what else happened? What else happened? We had, oh yeah, so Kopi's voice actor, that joined the panel last minute from Date Everything. That was so unexpected, and the way it happened, right, was Sam and Ryan, who Generosity guys that I know back from the Rooster Teeth days, or Roo Teeth community days, I should say. They call me very excitedly, after my Dungeon Masters panel, and they're like, hey Matt, what are you doing right now? What's going on? I was like, I'm just getting on my panel. Why is that? They go, okay, we just got approached, and what are you doing for your Date Everything panels coming up? I was like, I don't know, come down at the normal time. They're like, okay, sweet. Well, we just had someone come down, and they said they're a voice actor from the game, and they may be interested in collabing on the panel. And I went, huh? And immediately was just like, what do you mean? They're like, I think it's Kopi, the voice actor for Kopi. Do you want to get in touch? And I went, yeah, I want to get in touch. Yeah, absolutely. They're like, okay, well, do you want to call Discord? I was like, I don't know, Discord. I gotta go get in my Date Everything cosplay. So I had to with Jess, run to the car, get in my cosplay as this voice actor, Dom. Her name's Dom. Started adding me on Discord. I was like, hey, what's going on? Putting on the bloody Able jacket, and then we started just chatting. I was like, all right, I can be over at the desk in 15 minutes if you're cool to wait. And then we just fucking sprint over there in our cosplay, debuting them, and then we met Dom, and it was fucking great. And we just go oh, we'd love to have you on. What do you want to do? Just also warning, this panel's not just a talk about Date Everything panel. It's real horny. Are you good with that? She's like, yeah, put me in, coach. I was like, okay, what do you want to do? She's just like, I'm easy. What is there to do? I was like, you want to co-host with me? And she's like, yeah, sweet, do it. I'm just like, fuck, all right.
Sick. Okay.
And that's just how that happened. And we get on stage and we put in a little extra slide for Dom and her work. and then it was just off to the races at that point. Why is this not happening correctly? Did I do this wrong? Look at that. Look at that. And it was just kind of off to the races. I think I built this wrong. And panel was great. It was so good and so fun. And much like our other spicy panels, I don't know, I just had a blast doing this cursed as hell content on stage. So we did amazing. Me and Matt were laughing hard. We didn't biff it. Oh, that's about the Elder Scrolls panel. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we were very much... Oh, I understand what I've done. Okay, so that goes under
And
there.
surely, like with the way that Date Everything is and the amount of characters and stuff like that, I think like it's something that's very easily repeatable, but you can kind of keep it fresh each time.
Yeah.
By the sounds of it.
Yeah. I mean, I tend to not repeat panels like that because I don't want the shtick to get old. Like the format of the panel for like our spicy panels, the spicy series. That's our fourth one we've done. The first one we did was Mass Effect. The second was Dragon Age, and Mass Effect is on YouTube still. I can't remember if Dragon Age ever got uploaded. It should be. We didn't. The one that I enjoyed probably as much. So like until now, my favorite was the Baldur's Gate one, and it's a crime that we didn't record it. I just didn't have the space to record stuff that year.
You mean the one last year?
Last year's Baldur's Gate one. Like they gave us the Generosity Theater because we capped out the Baldur's Gate one so hard, like twice over, that they were like, you guys need a bigger panel room this time. Which is such a compliment, right?
That's awesome.
And then they put us in Genos this year, and we filled, I think, 600 out of 900 seats by... Don't quote me on that estimate, but like, you know, it would have like... If we got the same room as last year, would have done even more than just regular capping it again. We would be like turning people away. But
it's honestly like incredible. Do you know like something that I think is so amazing, right? A convention as big as PAX, right? And majority of the panels that were on show were people in our like greater circles in space. It's like
cohort wise.
Yeah, like basically like cohort. It's like, you know, these are people, you know, in our space that are like, you know, we're you know, like our space of like overall creators in like our cohort are basically you know, are 75% of the panels at PAX, which is like absolutely crazy and awesome to think about.
That's the cooked thing, right? The crazy thing. So I've spoken to Carrie about this a lot, like just offline, because I've done panels since 2018, like every year since then, and the you know, the same advice gets doled out every time, similar to like when people are like, how do I get into streaming? Like the same thing can be applied to PAX panels, and I'm always happy to talk about this one if anyone has any questions. In fact, people would be like, hey, can you read this over? And I'd be, yes, absolutely, sure. As long as you're happy to get like earnest feedback on this. I'm not gonna like, you know, if I think the panel might not get up, I will tell you this might not get up but I'll also tell you for these reasons. And you know, I talk with Carrie every now and then, or before Carrie it was Kitty, and there's a factor of like, we have a lot of panels that grade up and they're really good and they're really great, and then you got to think about the I think there was like 2,000 this year or something like that. I don't have the actual numbers, but like I know it was in the multiple thousands area of panels that applied, and you take that metric and go like, okay, how many of those are the same panel or have the same people on them? And then you go, okay, and going like this, and you got like this cohort of people that are all applying. Wouldn't be surprised if almost all of TTRPG creators, because there's not a lot of us, applied for a panel in some capacity. Which is not to say don't do it, it's to say make sure that if you do apply for a panel, one, manage your expectations. Two, also know that there may be someone who's got parallel thinking on your idea. Like none of our ideas are like copyright or anything like that. They are just sometimes just play silly game on stage. So like the idea is like
Yeah.
getting a shtick and all of that. But that means like when we have a cohort of folks that know and understand how to do that, it's not cheating the system. It's literally just like you understand what PAX is about, and you have a good chance of getting your thing into gear. And I think the point I was trying to make there was like, so many of the cohort kind of did that this year and took the words and advice from PAX and the community to go like, all right, what's the thing that I want to specifically put on that is unique to what I want to do? And
Yes.
and I think it's wonderful to see all these get up. And if people didn't, and this is also like, if you didn't get yours up, it's not that it's a bad panel at all. It's that it just wasn't for this year. Like I've had lots of panels knocked back. Like truly so many, but it's like auditioning, honestly.
Yeah, 100%. And like, you know, in PAX's eyes, it's of course like they're sort of, they're judging not just the panel but also who is scheduled to be on that panel.
So
and generally making a decision of like, is this going to be enough to get people in seats?
So yes and no. So yes and no, because I have seen panels get rejected for the same idea that a similar panel with quote unquote smaller creators get on. I've seen endless times. So the thing is your pitch good? In 2 sentences or 3 sentences or a small paragraph, does it get across to... And you're not talking to PAX when you're applying for these things. I noticed a couple ones that I helped with, they were like, this is what the panel's about. This is what the game's about. I'm like, that's not going to get up. They're like, why? It's what the panel's about. I'm like, no, you're doing an ad for what you're doing.
Yes.
What you want is to tell the people, and when I say the people, the 25,000 people or however many people are going to PAX this year, in 2 sentences, what your panel's about, and 2, why they should watch it. Like, you need to get people within the first 2 sentences. Otherwise, they're not going to watch it. And if PAX looks at that in your application and goes, they either don't know what they're talking about or this isn't kind of what they want to do. If they can't tell, because you can't assume that they're going to know, they don't know every piece of content that's going to go up. They're going to take a chance on it if it fits. So,
yeah,
with that knowledge in mind, it's like, well, make sure that you know what your panel's about, so others know what your panel's about, right? And then that's honestly a lot of it. And I've seen so many panels like get pitched by like, I've seen a bunch of like larger creators, like big YouTubers going like, why didn't my panel get up? I have like 2 million followers. It's like, maybe because your concept shit.
Yeah,
like
no, for real.
Your bums on seats factors there, sure. But
yeah,
is your concept good?
Both need to be in harmony. It's more on the concept for sure and how you're pitching it. But yeah, obviously they are going to... They're still looking at who specifically is on the panel too.
Yeah.
But it is definitely on the concept and the pitch.
Does that
and realistically, like how marketable it is.
Honestly, do you want to see? So the panels that I've got up every year, and I'm saying this because I got last year I got all 4 of my pitches up, and this year I got all 3 of my pitches up. I'm going to show you because this I write the thing that I write into this the thing that I write is exactly what appears on the schedule. Like, I don't write it so it's like PAX backend. There's like some notes for like what tech you need, but I shit you not, this I will find it in a sec. This is exactly what I write. Okay, where is this? Fuck, what theater was I in? I was in let's do Owlbear. Okay, so Dungeon Masters and Dragons. This is the panel that's got up the most. I will say this. This is exactly the copy. I've cut off a little bit. We've gathered 6 Dungeon Masters for a totally innocent game of Dungeons and Dragons with absolutely no ulterior motive whatsoever. We promise. This panel game revolves around playing a TTRPG one-shot where the driver's seat of the Dungeon Master is rotated randomly at the drop of a hat. The new Dungeon Master now takes the wheel where their new party tries to navigate their chaotic imagination and create twists during the same storyline. Will we even change system? Only our Overlord Dungeon Master knows. That's it. Like, I don't say anything else in the description of what the panel's about. That's the thing. That's on the tin. Dungeon Masters rotate in-game of one shot. And it's a little tongue-in-cheek. That's kind of That's it, right?
Yep. That's it. Yep.
God, what else is there? On the Friday, what are we? Gen Oz Theater. Donations make it spicier. I didn't change our description from last year, Nick.
I just kept it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Yeah. Laugh and cry along with us as our brave ? Souls step into the stage for a good cause, putting their stomachs on the line in this Dungeons and Dragons game, where the heat levels rise as we raise funds for charity. Your donation causes the entire group to eat something incredibly spicy over and over again, and the panic sets in and the adventure continues. It's pretty much what's on the tin. D&D, but make it spicier. That's it.
Yep.
And so, like, it's concise and to the point, is what I'm trying to say there. Like, just directly, like, tell us what it's about in no uncertain terms. If you can't do that, then you might not know what it's about. Or, like, dot point list it. What are the 3 things in your panel that you're going to do? I'm going to play D&D. I'm going to make it spicier. And the way it's spicier is for charity. And then name it as such. D&D, but donations make it spicier. And then even the name of it is going to do that, right? And by and large, that's going to be the best bet.
100%. Like,
did I skipped so much?
See, a concept like that one there specifically, they continue to see how successful it is. Like, not just in fundraising, but also in just entertainment factor. And they're just like, yeah, no, this is fantastic. Yeah. This is definitely one we, want to keep supporting.
Yeah.
And the Gen Oz guys are amazing. And when they have a great, when people come in fresh with a great concept, they're just like, no, okay, this was great. We definitely want to have you back.
Yeah.
To do this again. Because it's it just works out well. Yeah. And it was and they are always, like, the Gen Oz guys are so great,
so lovely
in doing what they can to support. Like, Ryan is a fucking legend. In 2023, when I hosted my game show, Whose Content Is It Anyway, when my laptop refused to send a video feed through the HDMI, and we were last minute scrambling to get shit sorted. And this man is like, had something with his leg. I think he was recovering from something.
I think I remember he had like a boot on, right?
Sorry?
He had like one of those boots on, right?
I think so. I can't remember. But he was definitely like limping, basically. And he was going up and down those stairs. Like, he would ran down, sprawled to find his laptop, and like sprinted up with his bunged leg to make sure that we could get it as quickly as possible and get shit going. Yeah. I was like, dude, you were an absolute legend. Even if you're like, freaking, your leg is not great and you're still just like running around doing this. And it's just That's awesome.
Saz, how you doing? Hope you're recovering well post PAX. Yeah. I'm doing all right. So, Ethan, okay, so pitch time for you then, Nick. His idea in 3 points. D&D players. Yeah, got it. One-shot campaign about adventuring into capitalism. Players don't know they're actually just playing Monopoly. So, I would actually say your second point is about the story, not about the panel itself. So, D&D, but the players don't know they're playing board games. I think would be that's your boiled down concept. Your game is you're playing D&D. Well, I mean, the thing is, you got to pitch it to a panel, so like your D&D players will know you're playing board games. D&D, but it's board games, so it's like we had the same problem last year at TK. With all of our assets wouldn't connect. Gen Oz guys helped it. Hey, Drawza, how you doing? Hola, how you doing? But yeah, so you got to tell the general public, like, even if there's secrets in the panel, like you can word it in a way that like won't spoil it for your players, right? But the players don't know they're actually just playing Monopoly. D&D, but you're all landlords.
Yes.
D&D. Like, what's the hook for it? I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I think it's really funny. I think to get it across the line, you're going to need to write it in a way that will spoil it, but won't spoil it. The idea is very funny. I do like that. We do a supercut of facial expression as the panel realizes. D&D, but capitalism? slumlords get those players in the mood to take over all the property. You could call it something stupidly long like D&D, but it's a non-denominational property owning game. Like the concept of D&D, but in a board like D&D, but it's a board game is repeatable as well. So like the next one can be D&D, but you're playing like something. You know, you take a game board concept and mash it together with the D&D game, and that way you can still have your critique of capitalism.
Yeah, the thing that popped in my head, Landlords of Waterdeep.
Oh, that's fucking funny. Well, actually, the board game Lords of Waterdeep is a real thing, which is one of my favorite board games ever.
That's what like popped in my head.
Sounds
like,
really
so you just
fun.
add land in front of it, just Landlords of Waterdeep.
Ethan, Dungeons of Date of Settlement. That's good. That sounds like a dating game. Date of Settlement also sounds like divorce. What'd you say? Dungeons and like Landlords of Waterdeep. You should do that. I hear that name. I'm in. Landlords of Waterdeep, and then people who don't know, like people who do know the board game of Lords of Waterdeep are going to be like, oh, what's going on with the Lords of Waterdeep panel? I think Landlords of Waterdeep is I'm in. If you need players, I'm in.
Hell yeah.
That's funny. That's really funny.
Can't come out with the bangers every now and then.
Yeah, come out with a bang. See, this is it. This is it.
You just gotta brainstorm.
Concept was good. Now Nick's coming out with a banger name. If I saw that on the application, I would read that application and be like, shortlist at the very least. Because that's another factor. They've only got so many slots. Like
yeah, exactly. It's so limited, and they obviously have to knock back. And it's like,
I've been waitlisted many times. Like our Spicy Baldur's Gate didn't get up last year until a week or two before PAX itself.
And I wouldn't be surprised if like they would obviously have some spots preemptively taken that they know are like continued yearly stuff. So like Darkroom is always happens. So they know that slot's taken. Sea Shanties is always after Darkroom.
Yeah.
Genos have their routine panels they do. So like the I think the cake one is a yearly one.
I think there's ones that are like we'll put you in if we can, and it's like we know. The other thing is if you've done them before and you're trusted, like you've done them a few years or whatever, as long as your concept's good, you're also quite likely to get in because they know you can put on a good show. What I'm saying is nearly the fourth day of PAX Oz. I would love it. And then pitch it every year as a new board game. That's what I was saying, Envy. Like you've got a repeatable concept now. Okay, so
to be honest, I almost think they could get away with like having a few panels on the Thursday. So keep the main, like obviously the expo hall.
It's so much money though to get that again. Also, just panels on a Thursday. You're not going to sell many tickets to that.
Well, no, because it would. Well, to be honest, I think the way that I see it is like it could be I don't know how it would go. I feel like there's something there. Like there's a solution that could work.
It's so much money to me for an unknown. Like that's a big swing, you know.
It is. It 100% is.
A big swing to make, and I don't think it's a bad idea to try and take it. But like, I feel like that would have been like an earlier PAX Australia thing, you know.
Yeah, it's because like you know they're already hiring out the halls in the days into lead up. So and obviously they just need to have one extra half day for just the panel.
Even if it was like a Thursday night.
Yeah.
The problem is it's midweek. People are going to be, if you're not doing a whole PAX, people aren't going to come.
But I still think there's enough people to go in. And it could be the kind of thing where they include it with, they might, increase the weekend ticket by maybe $10 or something.
Yeah.
And that gets you in on the Thursday night. And then at the same time, it will, like, people can buy. So rather than paying, you're not paying like a day ticket price.
Not a
but maybe
whole
it's
extra
like,
day, yeah.
Like maybe you're, if there's, maybe you're paying, $10 per panel. So like they sell individual tickets.
Oh, so it's like more of a show.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that would be almost like a PAX, like a fringe, PAX fringe. So in the week leading up, you could have some extra panels in there. That sounds like not a bad idea. Like a PAX fringe where you have like just some panelist shows in the room, and I mean, would PAX charge you for that, and then you need to make it back up in tickets, like a comedy fest show, maybe? PAX Light, that's cool. That's a good name. Yeah.
I said it first.
I don't
On
have
my
enough of
screen,
these non-flesh colored pieces, and I don't know why.
Nick, give us a cool name for D&D, but it's Mousetrap. All right, let me stew on that one.
You're making an escape room. You're making an escape room right there.
That is
D&D, but you're a caged mouse. That one's harder. That one's harder to do. It's like Mousetrap is just a Rube Goldberg escape machine. What's a trap?
Like
D&D, but everything's a trap.
To be fair, you could totally get away with playing the Mousetrap ad theme like at the start as well. Like
Absolutely.
Everybody with that fucking song.
I reckon you could easily do that. Oh god. Oh no. I just need to make 2 of these. Okay, I'll just flip this. I'll dang down, flip it, and reverse it. Here the blah 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 blamed it. Do you really need the cheese? Snakes and ladders, shoots and liches. See, that's fun.
I like that.
Like, yeah, even if you were to like call it something very similar, like the spicy date everything or the spicy panels, literally the only moniker that's the same as the other ones are spicy. And that it has a similar tagline in the description of it. We put that on this side this time. But yeah, I think it would work.
Okay, this is like this.
What do you got?
Are you familiar with the board game, The Red Dragon Inn?
Oh, I love it. Yeah, it's a great game.
Yeah. So this would be like an after I think after 5 p.m. panel. I think is when you can kind of go into a bit more mature stuff.
Guess who? But using the monster manual is a great idea, by the way.
That's fucking great.
That's
really
good idea. Because we've had Crit or Kiss, which is basically date the monster manual. Like it's Monster Fucker the panel. And
that's which is always a hit.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't do it this year.
Yeah, that's right. They didn't. Yeah, I guess maybe they were just pitching different stuff. But
sometimes you don't need it to get up every year.
That's true. But no, imagine. So like the thought that crossed my mind was like, it's like up to you whether you kind of name drop Red Dragon Inn, but like the idea is like it's the Red Dragon Inn and the whole concept of the game, but you're actually like and you're using the play cards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then you're physically drinking, and at the same time,
I think
the cast is all role playing as a character.
So
like
I think does PAX. I don't know if PAX lets you do drinking on panels. To my knowledge, I've never heard of one.
After hours, pretty sure the sea shanties they like
But it's
They
like
shotgun alcohol, but I could be
that's
wrong.
but like that's not a core function of like as in like it's not baked into the how it needs to work. That's drinking and being merry versus
True.
the function of the panel is to make people drink because that's PAX facilitating drinking rather than drinking. Because also I'm pretty sure McKeck doesn't. It's not like it. You're not in a licensed area type thing, you know.
Okay. Swap the alcohol for hot sauce.
Yeah, all right, that's better.
Done.
Yeah, like it's they do not especially generous. Yeah, see, it's just reading the entire monster manual. Story time with monster manual. Like, yeah, just a panel called rules refresh. I know you don't know the rules, so this hour we're going to read some of it, but in a funny voice. I mean, one you could do that's an after hours panel would basically just be like, you know, you take certain piece of media and then just get the panelists to make fan fiction. So like,
oh my god.
So like you just get, because I know a lot of people love that. You could be like, select genre of thing. Now everybody's gonna come with fan fiction from that franchise, not the ones they've sourced. They have to write it themselves.
Yeah, I was like, Elliot, I had the same thought. Like, Louise would be fucking all over that.
You know what I did? I thought of Louise and Jess when I was saying it just then. D&D, but it's the worst exploits you can think of. There's a stream concept I run every now and then. It's just called Level 20 Starter Set. Like that would be one I do at PAX if I ever needed a fresher idea. There's also, I also tend to call it Power Gamers Playhouse, where you get people to bring the most cooked builds you can, which is kind of the same as Level 20 Starter Set. You bring the most optimized bullshit characters and you just let them run wild in a one shot.
Amazing.
So like that's one that I do at every charity event. Like we cap it off with a flash sale of Power Gamers Playhouse, or I think I call it Overpowered and Undercooked is the other name I use for it. If I see that on any panel descriptions, I'm bloody gonna know about it. What else we got? Is that like when we just hired mercenaries to do? Yeah. So if you're ever level 20 in the 6th game of my charity event, that's Overpowered and Undercooked. That's level 20 starter set. Where you hired mercenaries to do the exact... Yeah, exactly. You hired mercenaries because you didn't want to do the main quest. So you just fucked around in the main town center with the deck of many things and many penguin attacks. That's exactly what that game was. Speaking of, that's my next thing I need to do. Start turning those gears. All right. Hey, Lucky, how you doing? Did I lose you, Nick, or are you just being quiet?
Oh, so I'm just like focusing on a moment, trying to get some stuff posted.
No, you're good. You're good. I am starting to get the little crawly boy done. One of those fragile builds that is going to fall apart easy if I don't handle it correctly. Who are these bad boys?
Oh my god, is that Lionel Itchy in the chat?
Immediately got ads. Let me know if you need a Notion set up for the charity event. Elliot, no joke, probably. I have a Trello as well, but if Notion's better, let's use Notion.
Notion's great.
I've not really used Notion, but I think it would be a good idea too. Because if we want to do all this digital wall screen stuff that I keep talking about, we got to plan that like right now. That is a Nicktacular, Lockie. My last pitch for a panel. Ticket to Neverwinter, a one-shot adventure building tracks and stopping goblins or something. As in like your train channel, Ticket to Neverwinter? Funny. Very funny. I like it.
Mickey Wiki there. Locky Wocky Uwu.
Notion goated. Okay. Mickey Wiki Uwu Bear actually railroaded. I mean, Dungeons and Railroads, Railroads and Dragons. I don't know. I like the idea. So there's been a couple panels. Zach did it a few times where D&D, but you roll like, but you like D&D but real. So like you actually have to act out the thing you're doing instead of a skill check. Emily did this time like it was the Echoes of Divinity game, but it was D&D, but you roll for us. So the the audience in the panel will always roll, which is similar to. Rob does a game on his channel called Twitch Tales where he's DMing, but then the players. I really like the idea of this, and I should, if you guys want to do it one day, I would do it. It's just it's playing D&D with the chat, so they have like you're actually playing a 1v, a DM plus everyone is the characters, you know. So they'll upgrade stats and choose them together and do that kind of stuff, and I really like the idea of it.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I've seen Rob does it a lot. I don't know if he still does it, but you know, it's a fun concept if you were to do it.
There's just so much potential.
Liches and locomotives. Yeah, I think someone said that earlier. But yeah, keep in mind as well, there's only so many D&D panel slots. And if we do too many there, the other slots in other panels will be completely free because there's only Owlbear Theatre that has them. And then they do 90-minute slots instead of 60-minute slots. So there is actually per weekend less panels overall in Owlbear Theatre as a result, which is another factor you got to keep in mind. This is looking so sick, by the way. Sorry, you were saying that?
Did you say they do 90-minute slots?
Yeah. Owlbear does 90 minutes.
Gotcha.
Because we're D&D games, we need a little bit extra time, which was very appreciated when we got that theater.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Okay.
It's almost like I almost feel like PAX needs to create like another space, like another panel room or something.
I agree with that. Something I also learned this year, which was what I was telling some of the TTRPG folks, is that what the hell? Weird. All right, I'll bring that up in a sec. The panels, some of the panels that are getting approved, were looking for more than just D&D this year, as in systems that weren't D&D. So Draw Steel, Avatar Legends, I think some Daggerheart was in there. I played on a Mothership panel with Ben. They specifically, there's so much D&D, right? If you can make another system, one of the ones that is showcased, you also have another chance. So if you're like, I'm going to pitch the only, Paranoia panel, the only this game that's just come out panel, you're probably going to get it up. Not probably. Granted, if all of the other factors are met, right? You're probably going to get it, have a good chance. Because there's so many D&D. So if you pitch yours and you're like, I didn't get D&D panel up, it's like, there is also the factor of like, there's so much. A Dread panel, there was a Dread panel this year. So like the one with the Jenga tower, yeah, that was there. If anyone doesn't know what Dread is, it's a TTRPG where instead of rolling dice, you have a group of players and it's a horror game setting, and to do your actions, you have to pull a Jenga piece out of the tower. And if it falls over, you die.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Incredible.
So that's that game. A panel of that was up this year.
That sounds so good.
Oh fuck. Keep having to pause this thing because but yeah, Dread's a good game. I also would love to run it. I have a workings for maybe a Blood on the Clock tower next year. Now I have a very specific idea for it, but I need to pitch a 2-hour game for that one.
The other one that you were talking about, like before.
I want to pitch it to either I want to either pitch it to Wombat Theatre, like one of the bigger theaters, or possibly if the thing that I want to happen, I want to pitch it for maybe Main Theatre, because I can picture if we go hard on it, we're gonna have a really cool panel on our hands.
I agree. I also like the audience interaction elements, I think, were great, like from our ESO panel. And Gemma did a similar thing for her Dress to Impress panel, where she printed out pieces of paper like with like star ratings on them, and then like put them on like, I think it was like the first she probably made, I know she printed a fuckload of copies, honestly, and then just like put them on all the chairs in like the first, I think, like, you know, like 10 to like 15 rows or something. And it was so great. So like sometimes they could throw it to the audience and they get to choose and you know, throw up how many stars like they vote and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, you incorporate any meaningful like audience interaction, and it's immediately just way more engaging and fun.
Yeah, I agree. With a lot of the panels that we do, like in Date Everything, we just ask the audience what characters they want to fuck. Like straight up, we're like, who do you like? And they're like, we like Dorian. I was like, yeah, of course you do. Everybody likes Dorian. You know, soft antagonizing them. They're like, why isn't Dorian in the panel? We're like, because everybody wants to fuck Dorian. Like, it's what is it? We don't have to bring him up. Like, we know, you know.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, we get it, guys. We bloody
Go
get
away,
it.
alarm. Sorry. Yeah, it was like a no-brainer choice. Shit. Oh, I missed what that was. Damn it. Yeah, I would like to play Dread at some point. Also, I saw the viewer count go way higher for about 5 minutes, like almost double, and then it halved again to where I thought it was. And I was like, Twitch doing that weird thing again? I'd be doing that weird thing again. Like, it was up like 30 something, and I was like, oh yeah, sweet. Good amount today. And then it went half. I went, oh. Like, it doesn't tick down that rapidly. I don't know, maybe. People keep saying it's not a thing, but other people keep saying it is a thing. Like, just so much mixed information about it. Like, right now today, right, even with the half amount, I'm like, this is roughly normal. Like, I'm not like, like a couple weeks ago, I was like, I don't know if it's the lead up to PAX or just the time of year, but like, we were not getting many at all. But I also saw almost nobody was getting many, which is what we were all like, there's something going on with Twitch for a bit there.
I mean, let's be honest, there's always something going on with Twitch.
Well, that's why I was like, are they, you know, people are like, oh, it's not the case, otherwise there'd be all these analytics here. It's like, only if the big streamers had that happen to it. If the little streamers have it happen to it, probably nothing's going to happen on the bigger end of the scale of the graphs. Because people have like such a significant amount of following more, you know?
Yes.
I did miss a bit.
Alright. I'm going to be quiet for a minute because I've got to lock in on something.
That's alright. Alright, chat. I know Nick's not going to listen to us, but you should say something to Nick or about Nick. Nice or otherwise. What is that piece? Oh. What? What? I know these are custom instructions, but I'm a little bit like, what's going on here? Tail piece. Yeah, so they... okay, so... I think it's because I was using two different sets of instructions because there was like an update for it, and I'm not sure why it's doing it this way. Okay, so what's the update here? 2x3 for the tail for wrong, so I updated the building steps and attached the parts list. Okay, I can't see why this is different or not. I think I gotta dismantle this tail because it's slightly giving me the wrong pieces. I feel like I don't have enough. Unless I'm just not seeing the parts.
What have you done?
I don't know.
Stop it.
I built the tail with the new instructions first, so I'm like, have I just used parts that I shouldn't have?
Ah, sure, be fine.
Yeah, you'll be right.
Oh damn it! Now they're actually listening to you and put it. All right, guys, you're being too nice. Stop it.
I think I have so much to say, but I'm no snitch. I think Nick is cool, and I keep seeing his face on my TikTok now. Nick is an all-around genuine and awesome guy. Plus, he has a great name. Did you hear that?
Boy, did I!
You love, bitch.
Thanks, guys. All right, now, okay, so reverse. Now, everybody, like, say some really good compliments about Matt
Nah.
and all the good shit that he does.
Nah.
And how talented he is
Nah.
at what he does.
Nah.
Fucking get him!
Nah. They have to redeem compliments for that. Nah. Don't do it. Not today. What the fuck is going on here? This bit? Oh, okay. Matt is correct in his choice of being Betty as the best character. Ah! Oh, fuck. Shit. Well, I walked right into that one. I am correct. Also, do you want to see the Betty cosplay that I fell in love with earlier? I was like, to the Betty cosplayer, Matt actually is very cool and normal. Right now, I gotta tell you, I'm having a problem here. Straight to her, I was just like in a respectful way, like in a not like prefaced all of it with my fawning over the character to the person under the cosplay. None of this is real, but I'm having a real problem right now. I love this guy. I love you. We got some pretty good photos actually. I'm gonna put a couple in the. So we're also making a PAX, a little collage of photos. So if you have any of me or yourselves doing some fun stuff at PAX, we're doing it in the PAX and cons area of the Discord. And there's a little thread called photo collage. If you would like to, contribute, I'm just gonna quickly chuck these photos with myself and my beloved Betty in here. Here they are. All right, there you go. I'll pull them up on stream in a hot sec when they load in properly. All right, there you are. Oh, I'll go in this window. I'll pull them up bigger than that. Okay. All right, so 1, 2. All right. My beloved. She also, so this was when Nick and I were like talking to some to a brand rep at the time, and her and a couple others came over, and she was like, "Oh my god, your Abel's so good. Can I get a photo?" And I went, "Oh my god, it's a Betty." I turn around, and I see them, and I go, oh, "Fuck, can I have like 5 minutes? I'm just talking to a rep," and they're like, "Oh yeah, sure, absolutely." Like they totally understood, and then they waited very patiently. And I turn around, I was like, "Oh my god, thank you so much." Also, oh my god, this Betty, this is amazing. You have done such a great job. And like just immediately like fawned over her. And I was like, "Can we get some photos?" And we'll take yours, take mine. Where's the other ones? Okay, so we had this one here. And this one here, I was like, I need one. Like, can we get one where it's just like us staring at each other, and then we'll just take a few of those. And she was like, "Yeah, sick." And then this one here, she was like looking at me, and I was looking at Betty, and I was just like, just hold the face, be really chill and cool. Okay, good. All right, sweet. And then we got another one that she just did at the end there. Where the fuck is it? Why am I shit at opening these in the right order? There was also this one. So it was like almost like a little GIF where it was like we stare at each other, and then at the very end she kind of looked away with the smile. I was just like, no notes. Yeah. Too perfect.
No notes. Nailed it.
Yeah. I was incredibly cool and normal during the whole thing, and I was not flustered at all. Anyway. I was being actually normal about it. I will say that. When we stopped doing the cosplay fawning and fanning, it was like, oh, it's really good, and then we just started talking about it generally. She had that cosplay accurate all the way down to like, she was like, I even painted my nails the same as Betty and found the same shoes, and I was just like, commitment to the bit, dude. Really, really well done.
That's fucking goddamn.
Oh,
People are talented.
did you you didn't catch the spicy panel at all, did you?
No, I wasn't able to because I was like filming with
So-
MSI.
So fair. It just means I can tell you the joke. During the panel, when I was fawning over Betty, because my joke at the start for the story recap was like, I get up, I go, I have the stamina if I can see 5 people a day, so I go and talk to Betty, and then I go to bed, and I can go to sleep, and I wake up in the morning, and I have 5 stamina to go to talk to 5 different people, and I talk to Betty. And they were like, why don't you talk to anybody else? I was like, because I found Betty. I don't need to talk to anybody else.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you're fine, exactly.
I'm fine. I'm good, in fact. So during that, people like, and I had to be like, okay, so when we were bringing up this, people were threatening me to cosplay Betty. I want you guys to know that. And they were like, and then like people were threatening me. They're like, sorry,
threatening, bullying, all of the above.
Yeah. They were like, Matt, we're gonna cosplay. 5 of us are gonna cosplay Betty on this panel, and then stand around you like that girl in the Brazzers photo. And I went, you are all going to be the absolute downfall of me. Like, straight up. You're going to cause me to have an aneurysm because all I can do is just be madly in love with this character, this fictional character in this game. She's just great.
Everyone loves Betty.
Hard
right?
not to.
Give us a everyone loves Raymond, right? That shows in the past. Give us everyone loves Betty. Give us a show about that.
Yeah. She's so wonderful. Anyway, I'm not having a problem. You are.
What are you talking about?
Okay, so I mean, I should do a Betty cosplay. I'm not gonna do it justice, guys. I'm not gonna do it justice. So many people are so much better than me. Like, I'm proud of the cosplay I did. That's because I could pull off Abel. I don't think I could pull off Betty.
I think you can pull off whatever you put your mind to.
If I did it, I'd go full hog. I'd go whole hog on it. But I don't think I would be. It's not that I wouldn't become. I don't care. I'll wear whatever. Like, that's it'd be the. I wanna do right by Betty. I can't tell if I'm missing bits or if there's a bag I haven't opened. Do you need like 2 of this set to build it? No, you shouldn't need to. I just feel like. Also the problem of when you have a custom set like this, you have to do the thing where you open all the bags at once to get the right bits, and it's kind of messing with me.
Yeah.
I'm used to modern Lego.
I generally...
Sorry.
No, I was just saying, I'm one of those people. Most of the time, I will spend like the extra few minutes just like sorting the pieces.
Oh yeah.
Like if they are like if it's not just specifically like, oh, like this bag is just for this bit. But because I'm like, it annoys me. It's like, oh, you have to take from like 3 different bags. Like, oh.
I got those Lego eyes that I can spot stuff. It's just not working for me as easily today, and it's probably also because I've screwed myself in building this other tail thing first. So I'm just gonna fully dismantle that real quick. I also realized that I've built the same piece twice, and that's probably what's getting me. Okay, so the other one. And we're back. How goes it? Any missing pieces yet? No, there's no pieces missing yet. I like to see you pull off Abel. Group the bits by color. Nah, that wasn't down. It's also because I built this one, I think, in the wrong direction, and the piece that I actually had in my hand was the correct piece. Okay, that's better. Oh, it goes under here. Okay. What? How would you do that? So this has got a hug in there. Why is that? Something's wrong in here. I don't like this video instructions nonsense. That means I have to sit there and wait for it. Yeah, why is that doing this? Why can't I full screen this either? All right, I'll just go through it again. I think this is my gripe with this one because it doesn't have like pages instructions.
Yeah, because it's much easier just to like.
It's much easier just to flick back with them.
Yeah, I've put some stuff together that like had some real shit instructions in terms of like you're like I am not sure where the fuck you're putting that or like how you're describing that. Like there's been some bad ones out there.
Let me yeah, it's like instructions, but like I just want a non-video version. Oh, hold on. Just the instructions. Oh, all right, sick. I found the paper ones. Paper version. Okay, so we got that, we got that, we got that. Down here, down here, down here. Good, 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 good. Got that going there. Okay, got those pieces sticking out into there. Got that sitting there. Sitting on there correctly. It's also harder when you've got the video, hey? And you're just, yeah, that's on there correctly. Oh, I asked you if you're okay after you seen that's so cute. Oh, okay, they go on top. No, that's correct. Why would you make me do that before I put that in? That's silly. So it wants me to put this here. No. What? Okay. Do you want me to put that there? You want me to put that there? But you didn't want me to... Okay. I don't know why it got me to do that, but it's like you need to undo this piece to lock it in. I feel like that's a bit of a misstep in the instructions. I mean, it fits now. It's fine now, but yeah. So the video run through of the paper and yeah. The video is a run through of the instructions. They didn't What? Where's the rest of it? Go back. I want my. Where's the bloody? Where's my instructions gone? Where's the tail instructions? What? Where's the other part? The other part's not in this. Well, now I have to go back to the video. Yeah. Alright, back over here again. This is part of why I don't love going off custom builds, because it merely makes you understand how like well thought out Lego is. Hey.
Yeah, just like I was like, oh, I see why they get paid well money, and there's like the Lego Premium.
Yeah. The designers are top notch. I'm just gonna leave that tail as is for now.
Almost finished my video now. I just need to do captions and I reckon it's done.
Nice. I'm gonna keep trying to download. I want to top and tail all my panels. All right, now we got the tail. So the tail here, that's still the same. Might go back over to these corrected instructions. Okay, so we got that. Got that. That's still the same. That's still the same. Got those pieces there. That's still the same. Okay, so we don't have those two pieces that it wants us to use. We actually don't have those. So that means that we are using this still. Yeah, see, this is where it's getting messy because it doesn't have... I can't see the correct pieces here. Okay, so...
Damn,
yeah, we just don't have them.
It's like, it's been 4 days since PAX is over, right? And because like, I normally, and when I fly in for PAX, I normally go home on a Tuesday. It's only just kicked in today that I'm just like, I didn't like fly anywhere. I didn't fly home.
You didn't fly anywhere.
I just stayed.
Gotta hydrate. This piece, but it's not the same. So there are just straight up 2 bits that I don't have. I know where I can get them from. I just don't want to use them. And this side's now correct. And I don't have those bits either, but I guess I'll just use the white ones instead. You can't really see them anyway, so it doesn't super matter. Got little grabbies instead of little claws now. Okay, yeah, this is actually different. Okay, So this is okay. Goes down. This piece in there is correct. We got a bit there. There's a piece on top, and there's a little nubs on top. It's white with that. And we have. Oh no, they were correct. That was the new version of the instructions. So 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Then we go back here, we have 1 and 2. And we go up here, there should be another 2 stud. I cannot find. Use that one. Oh no, hold on, it's already there. We got that one there. Those bits are on, that's on. Yeah, so I'm just missing like 2 little bitties unless I've used them somewhere else. And we get these little grabbies, and they go on that bit. And we have that. We get 3 more little grabbies. 1, 2. The little grabbies. The little grabby bit. Oh, I could just use this. That'll work. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll save that for later in case I do actually need that somewhere else. Those are the little grabbies. Nick, help me. I'm missing a grabby.
You're missing a grabby.
Oh, I found it.
I helped.
Yay! All right. Then I need a 3-plate. 2 of these nubs. There's a little grabby attached to the white in the top left. Yeah, I got it. I got it. All right. And then we need 2 of these nubs on a long boy. And then one of these little circular long boys. We don't have any left of those, so you don't get none of those. Tell you what you can have. Oh, that's a circular long boy. I do have a circular long boy left. And them beige long boy, the little short guys. And then we got that there. Got the little steps curvy. We got 2 of these. I can only describe as little hand claws.
Mini grippers.
Little mini grippers. Yeah. All right, so we've got that. And then we go under here. We've got this and this. And we've got a little flesh nub on the bottom. You like my accurate names for Lego bricks?
I mean, that's just the official names.
It's the official names. You can't have anything else other than flesh nubs and little grippy hands.
Exactly.
Okay, so that looks good. That one needs one of these. And this requires this piece underneath it. Oh, hold on. No, they're correct down there. Ah, fuck it. I'm just gonna use this piece because it's the closest thing. And then okay, this should be done.
Oh my god, it's coming together.
I clipped it together and the tail fell off. Flesh nubs. I mean, I think it looks pretty good.
It
is a bit flimsy, I gotta say.
The fact that like the skill of some people to even do this and build instructions and shit, like it's just it's just something else, man.
It's crazy that people have been able to make a freaking xenomorph, even if it falls apart very easily, out of Lego. All right, so it actually should be able to stand up on its own. Ah, that's why. It should stand up on itself. Oh, that's why I can't have that piece there, because that is the bit that it sits on. That makes more sense. I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, that's pretty sick.
That's pretty dope.
Amusing as hell. Like I said, it's a little flimsy in its construction, but overall, I'm loving that.
I mean, I think just due to the nature of it, it's going to be a little bit rough, but that's fucking dope.
But it can stand up on its own. Like, I can do that. I actually might make a little base for it, because I've got a lot of spare bits.
I do, yeah, dude. You definitely would need to.
How does this sit? It's got to sit like almost on a little bit of a tilt, but if I sit it like that, okay, we'll be all right with that. So if I make a little synthy bit, so it wants to sit a little bit. The flesh bit is for looking under your hand. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so it wants to sit like a little bit tilted back. So it means that we're gonna have to make a piece that's a little bit tilted back. Oh, now we're cooking with Lego. All right, here we go. This is my, like, okay, here we've got this moment piece. So now we can tilt the Lego back very slightly like that, which means we can put that there. We can put this piece here like that. And now if we do this correctly, we should have a piece that sits very slightly back on itself. Damn, it sits like very slightly too far back.
Oh, damn.
Oh, yeah, no, hold on.
No, surely you can
No, I got it. I got it. So we got this little rotator here that'll fit and make it work. So what we just need to do is make the platform now stable. Problem is, like, the little bit of the tail's quite fragile, so I want to make it so that it, like, sits on there nice and neat, because it's quite top heavy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're gonna do here?
You have to get the balance right and make it real fucking stable, but it won't.
Yeah. Really. Okay, so what pieces do we have available to us? We've got a lot of these little uppies bits that can take the weight.
Oh wait, whoops. I forgot music. I am such a silly.
You is a silly.
What kind of music do we want?
Fun. Oh, these are all the underneath bits. Oh. I need something with a very slight tilt. Yeah, that will lock that in there quite nicely. Hey. All right, that's pretty good there. Now we need to just...
Yeah, ready to hug some faces.
Now we just need to stabilize it. All right, so that's going to work. I mean, it also sits just on the desk pretty nicely as is.
Wait, have you already got a spot planned out for it?
Oh, no, just on the desk? No, I'm going to put it in the background.
Yeah, I was like, do you have you got a plan for where in the background? Like,
Oh, not at all. Not at all. The stage that I got to was I'm building it at all because it's been sitting on my desk for months.
Oh, hello, Marble.
Marble?
One of Jess's cats.
Kitty.
Would you like to hear about the fucking shenanigans that occurred last night?
Absolutely. You telling me there's
Okay.
shenanigans?
Yeah, so I did like a whole fucking like Instagram story about it because I was just like, this shit's insane, and I wanted to like film it so that like, because Jess is in Sydney for working South by Southwest. I'm like,
Yeah.
I need to film this and show you what your daughter has done. So when I got up to finally like go have the garlic bread, right? And I remembered like hearing like this like sound like from earlier in the night, and you know, like it was like, oh, it's probably just one of them like in the litter box, like they're just they're doing their thing, and like because it sounded quite similar, like them going into like in the enclosed litter box or whatever. But I get up, and then I see a crime scene.
Yeah.
So what happened was I left a sealed, it's very important context, a sealed bag that contained a couple of my nonna's homemade biscuits on the
Okay.
bench.
Yeah.
Marble knocked it off the bench, then dragged it all the way to the hallway to the point where, and then clawed open the bag and made the biggest fucking mess of biscuits and crumbs all along the hallway. Like there was this massive just streak of crumbs. And I'm just like,
proud.
so I was like, what the fuck happened? I was stunned. I was absolutely stunned.
I would be too,
And
honestly.
and I was like, and she was just sitting in the lounge room on the carpet, half asleep, just like sitting there. And I'm just
Nothing
like,
had happened.
you little shit. She just looked at me, just like half tired, like, what? Like, what did I do? It's like, you know what
You know what you did, cat.
I was in disbelief. I was like, unfucking believable.
Do you have snackies for me and treaties? No, I do not. Because you're being a little asshole. All right. Let's make this. Not working. That's fine. Okay, so what am I doing with this? Need another one of them. I need another one of them, another one of them. This will be a spare piece at this point. I remember if we got a photo of our mini painting panel. Now I'm thinking out loud about it. As in like just the group.
So it's always the simplest thing to forget.
Yeah, I mean, we got them for most of the other panels. I'm just like, shit, did I get one of that one? Okay, so that's less sturdy than I would like. That's gonna snap backward. Try and make this stable.
Oh, pause.
These pieces back here. And I build them out slightly.
What is it, Marble? You've jumped back on the desk. You need to stop doing this. Otherwise, I'm going to,
I'm gonna be real cranky at you.
That's it.
Be real cranky at you, Marble. This work here.
I want to let you jump down of your own accord. Otherwise, I'll throw you off.
Get out of here.
You're being so fucking cute right now.
Much more stable here. I can reverse this and that with it. It would actually be more ideal. However, I do not have that luxury. What photos are you? Just not the whole panel. So fair. It's all good. I do that there. I need a little piece to go down there. But I don't have one of those little flat boys. One of those like Lego engineering moments.
You should just feel like a genius.
No, I'm trying to work that part out, honestly.
So, is there instructions for the stand, or you're just freeballing this?
I'm freeballing it. There was no stand, and I was like, it's not stable enough, so I'm trying to.
I'm surprised the creator didn't include something like that.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Is that gonna work? Oh, I could make that work. Alright, if I do that, then I build it out by like a piece or two. That'll work? Maybe. Okay, so I've got one stud I need. I get this piece. And I can maybe snap this onto. Oh, fuck. How did I just have that? Oh, these need to be raised up. Okay. 1. 2. It's always hard when you get to the back of the box like this and you need something that'll. Oh, you bastard. Oh, you misaligned. Ah, yep. Probably do it. Are you misaligned, or can you sit in there nicely? See, Gary. You're misaligned because you're after more of these pieces. And that's why it's not fitting. Alright, I think I'm cooking. Because in order to do it, you need a flat piece rather than a piece that is like one of those little, those little ones that hang over the top and they have that little flat piece where the studs can sit. Yeah, I couldn't use that. In fact, it was actively hampering me. So why is this not now aligning properly?
I believe in you. You can solve this puzzle.
Yeah, I don't have enough knowledge of like Lego bricks to go like, why do I need a half step down here? Why is this misaligning? Why is... Because neither of these two are aligned. Begs the question of why. and neither of these aligned correctly. Yeah, so this one's a little tiny step away. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, it's on like too much of a lean here. Anything. Oh. If I put that there. Alignment-wise, that has to be it now. Do one more of there. I know what I can do if I can't get this alignment, but it's just hard to know, hey? The misalignment here still. Okay, so what I have to do is I have to just build out horizontally. I have to build out horizontally about there. So these are now aligned correctly. So now when these are aligned correctly, could in theory now be able to place that to there, and that is still not aligning correctly. Why is that not aligning correctly? That's exactly what we just did. Something in here is not correct. Why is that not correct? Lego builders, help me out. I don't know why this is misaligning, because it shouldn't. In theory, it shouldn't.
In theory, it should be fine.
It should be fine, and I don't know why it isn't, unless I need to put like a little stud piece, like... Yeah. Because it's too tall, but it shouldn't be too tall. It needs to be a half step up. These are two. These are two. It needs to be like... Yeah, so it's like... Can you see that? It's like misaligned by half a stud, but there's no reason as to why it should be, and I think I don't understand the forward-facing plate pieces enough.
Yeah, so something probably is not quite as maybe sequential as you thought, so it's like slightly different.
Well, the piece, so I've got the exact same piece though. I put it out there like that, and it should be aligned, but it's just not. Is it not? That should be aligned, so why is that not working? They just have to be on the same axis the whole time. So these now should align. Look, I'll take it if it's this bit. I'll take it if it's just this. Okay, so fuck it. This is gonna be it. Gonna look janky, but it's gonna be done.
That's all right. We like the jank.
Love a bit of jank. Fuck. My dude, it's the same piece. Why are you doing this to me? Hang off the back there. This is the piece there. Hang that there. Hang that there. There. How the fuck is it still misaligned? I don't know why it's still misaligned. What? Why is it misaligned? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know what my brain is doing to not understand this. Yeah, can everyone see that? Can you see that? Yeah, is anyone else seeing the view count being also weird again? It's doing that thing again. I've just seen. So we're talking like this piece here. So if I've got any Lego builders in the chat, please let me know. I want to connect these bits, right? Yeah, see, it's saying like 25 or 27 for me, and it keeps popping off. So this one here, I want to connect to there and there. But this one's aligned. This one's not. However, it should, in theory, if I place them there and there, that should now align, but they don't.
Yeah, I think it's just different. Yeah, just different lengths.
But it's the same
of, like, the
piece.
pieces.
My centerpiece might be off.
Yeah, I think it's the centerpiece is like that's just not with whatever you've used to stick it out. I think.
I'm wondering if it's the piece that's got to be like not. I wonder if this piece is like tilting everything backwards by a minute amount. I think I might just have to bail on that part of the idea. Do a bit more of that. And then if I want to make it stable at the back instead, I need it to have like a little bit of a brace, because otherwise this piece is just going to snap off. There's only 4 studs holding it together. I'm making a stand for my little face hugger. I need this to not fall back. If I want it to not fall back, it means I need pieces to go like... I need to seal them off first. That piece has to go there. That's not to say these pieces can't go down here. This piece goes down here. These pieces are like that, and this needs to just have a plate that this connects to. This piece connects to that like that, and not on the same axis. Move this one. Move this one forward a bit. The trial and error of Lego. Put that there. You can do that there.
Damn, I had just about 40 gigs of like photos from the Twitch party on the Saturday
Wow.
night. It's a lot.
Okay, so I need to do that. I have... like that. Oh, this might be it. Okay, hold on. That's not it. Okay. I wish I had an 8 long. I need an 8 long piece. I don't. I've got 6 long and 4 long. If I do that, I can get 4 long. No, I can get 6 long out of that. I have to do 2 step ups. 2 step ups, and then I can do that piece there. And now that can sit on these guys. Alright, the structure is now stable. Backwards is now fine. Now I just need to fill out these bits. Okay. Fuck. This piece here. I don't want to use extra bits because that's not the point of this thing, right? Okay, so take that, then we take that piece. I can't take that piece. Oh, no, that's not good. Promise I'll be better at this. Oh, why don't I just do that from the start? Oh, I'm silly. I don't even need to use that piece. Okay, so... Okay, I got it. I worked it out. Part of the fun of Lego, you gotta work something out sometimes. That piece there, that piece there. Don't have any more of them roundy boys, so these are the only ones I've got. These will add enough support that I can then take that down to that step, and then I just need... Ow. Pulling all these pieces. I had a whole second Lego if we got this one done in time. Okay, so got that piece done. Now this piece can sit probably on that. Cannot sit on that. Could sit on this. A little too high. Okay, now that connects to this piece, and this piece goes on here. There we go. Did it. Now the base is a lot more sturdy. Okay, let's not complicate it anymore. It already looks a bit jank. Okay. It's not going to be the strongest, sturdiest thing in the world because it's made out of bits we used as leftovers, but we've got a good thing here.
Hell yeah, boy. You're making progress. You're gonna do it.
Oh, I've got it done. It's just I gotta slip this one bit in here because I found a weak point. However, I can very easily make up for it. Why are these underneath pieces? Okay. Okay, so now that's a lot more sturdy now. Only gonna break if I truly reef it. And this only going to come off if I also am nasty with it. And these pieces down here. Yeah, nice. Little base thing.
Yeah, coming together.
Yeah, I think so. Like using bits where I can. Yeah, just adding, you know, sometimes it's just about using the bits up.
I mean, obviously, because this is a mock, like, you are going to have leftover, but I always get so anxious whenever there's, like, more than a reasonable amount of
Yeah.
parts left over, and you're just like...
But it's also... It's also a 3-in-1 of those, like one of those 3-in-1 creator sets, so no matter what, you always have leftovers of those anyway.
Yeah, that makes... yeah, very true. Very, very true.
But I've done pretty well here to use as much as I can. Oh, do I not have another one of those? Oh, I do. Yeah, it's all smoothed off. All right, I'm going to call that base. Done. I don't want to mess with the design too hard. And now, let's see if I've fucked it all up. Yeah, absolutely. Go for it, Tom. Yeah, look at that. Stands up perfectly fine.
Yo, dude.
Nice. All right, now I have a little base that this thing won't fall over. Yeah, what's up, Tom? What you got? Hey. Oh, rad. Post-PAX question. Yeah, I gotta wrap up soon, so if anyone has any questions for post-PAX stuff, let me know. I gotta do admin stuff. Vids from your panels, where would be found once uploaded? So they'll be on the main YouTube channel. So they will be on YouTube at a certain point. I cannot promise when they'll go up because there is a lot of stuff that needs to be done. But my tasks are upload Barovia and Dragon Break up to date, upload PAX panels, and then do that stuff. So basically a lot of like minor video editing and top and tailing, and then the rest of it's going to just depend on my internet connection, because that actually is the major factor in me uploading on time or not. Because sometimes it does not want to do it unless it's overnight, and there's only so many nights in the week.
There is truly only so much time.
Right. Okay. Lego Xenomorph is done. Not Xenomorph, the face hugger. If you want to know where it's from this set. Like, you actually don't need to buy anything else. And this is like a $20 set if you can get it on sale, I think. 20, 30 bucks. It's not that expensive. But yeah, it's from the cute little bunny rabbit set. And you can make a fucking Xenomorph out of it. Which I find hilarious. You can also make like a little flower and a 4-leaf clover by the look of it, which I probably do have enough pieces for, but I probably won't be making it. Is that little piece, that little piece, you know, huge enough. That little piece, that on the end of it. Oh yeah, I actually literally see how this can be made. Okay, so you get that, you get that, you get that, you get that. You put some flower petals on it. You love it when you can like see the source.
See the bloody soul, or see the bloody soul.
Bloody see, I can see the code. Whoa, I know how to build Lego. All right. There you go. Sunflower. That's quite easy to work out. I'm gonna put it on his base. A little sunflower back here. And the horrible, horrible facehugger does their thing. Well, it doesn't work properly, but whatever. You get the idea. There's a sunflower staring directly up the butthole of the facehugger.
It's all about the holes.
It's all about hole. It's all about where you got to put it in the hole.
I feel like
That's Lego's motto now.
it's true. I feel like we need an area to just like save the rant, like the fucking memorable quotes that all of us idiots.
I've got a clip it area in here. You could put it in live chats or clip it. I mean, I could make a quotes channel.
I was like, yeah, because this is all of us, especially like between you, me, Elliot, and Lockie, like we fucking come out with some fucking
Some bullshit, yeah.
Absolute bullshit.
Look, here's a carrot. Yeah, I also love that. This is a bunny rabbit. I find that so funny. Anyway. Anyone have any suggestions for a little raidy do? Oh, I can see Rin's live. We got to see Rin.
Elliot did go live earlier, that bloody guy.
Oh, is he live? Let's go to Elliot. Oh, is he playing? Is he bloody playing some Czar?
He's about to. He's just been yapping. He's doing PAX wrap up.
Okay, well, let's raid Elliot because I'm not gonna watch Czar because I only spoiled, but we will go see Elliot. Okay. Thank you everybody for joining. Everybody say goodbye to Nick as well.
Bye everybody. Thanks for letting me yap and hang, man.
That's all right. I hope the body doubling was good for you.
Surprisingly pretty good. Yeah. It helped. I appreciate it because I got everything I needed to do done, so I can now work on a bunch of other stuff.
Nice. I'm gonna have some meetings soon, and then I'm probably gonna do more of this post-packs myself.
Yeehaw.
All right. See you later, everybody. Enjoy Elliot,
Okay.
and be good. Or don't be good. Bully him for us.
Yeah, do
See
it.
you later.
Bye, everyone.